Hey everyone, this is Andy Good. I just wanted to talk a little bit about scar massage. Chances are if you've done anything in your life or had any surgery that you've got some scars that could be causing some problems for pain in your knees, hips, ankles, whatever. And these are some of the recommendations that I make and how I like to work on massage for scar areas and mobilization. So when we talk about scar tissue is something that lays down between a couple of the layers that we have within our body, mainly the skin, to simplify things, skin, and then you have the muscle, and then you have this fascial layer when you hear about fascia between the two that kind of is a blanket over all the muscles, tendons, between that and the skin. Scar tissue can kind of lay irregularly between those layers and bind down. Now typically if you think about something like a t-shirt as the skin and say my arm is the muscle, those should have mobility in all directions. When that scar can lay down, it can adhere and stick, which as you can imagine can cause pain into other areas where we as therapists a lot of times will call referral pain, and that can create a lot of musculoskeletal issues in areas outside of where the original scar is, and can create some problems. So let's look at that a little bit closer. So this is that same area a year later that still has a bit of scarring that adheres down to my shin bone. If this was brand new, I wouldn't be quite as aggressive with it. But usually what I will do with these scars is early on, I will make sure that I don't use lotion and I will use my finger to grip more. So I really want to, as I move that, I can feel that scar catch in different directions, and I want to use what I feel in that catch to kind of mobilize. So we'll use these little strokes called J strokes, where I'll kind of go over and then sweep, over and sweep, and I'll go down and sweep, down and sweep, over and sweep, over and sweep, up and sweep, up and sweep. And you want that skin to move in 4 different directions for it to not pull on that fascia underneath. As you can see, I've been working on this one pretty significantly over time. Now, if this is a newer incision or a post-surgical scar, I would want that to really have been healed up quite well. When I like to use lotion is when I get spasming in the muscles around that area, especially when it's a new injury. And then I'll come in with lotion, not right over where this is where I had stitches, but I'll work into some of the other areas. And I'll do kind of more of a sweeping pattern and trying to work out those muscles. But then it is nice to have a little bit of lotion. With something with vitamin E can be helpful if you do go over the scar, if it's healed enough to be able to do that. But then I'm really trying to sweep and stroke with decent pressure on those muscles to kind of help with spasming of that region. I hope that's helpful, everybody. That's something that I like to do 2 or 3 times a day during that early phase until that scar is really moving well and consistently well. These things have a tendency to create problems long term, and so you really want to get on top of it as soon as you can within the Thanks again, and happy trails out there.